Delivery. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Hello. We in this bitch, man. Turned up. Too live. Going in. But yeah, man, welcome to goddamn Spice Talk podcast. I am your host, the Spice God. We in this bitch, man. Hold on, I'm on fucking Twitch. I'm on this shit like Twitch. Oh, this YouTube. I'm tripping. All right, now, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't gonna be perfect. This the most bootleg goddamn podcast on YouTube. You might see some goddamn roach come through this motherfucker. Don't worry about it. That nigga, he mind his own business. Mind your business. Don't worry about it. He cool. But y'all know what the fuck going on, man. It's your boy, the Spice Guy. Delivery. And they gonna be like, man, what you gonna be talking about on Spice Talk, man? Man, we're gonna be talking about everything under the goddamn sun, man. A whole bunch of that. Whole bunch of shit. Shit on top of shit. Pile of shit. Humongous shit. A garbage bag full of shit. Y'all know what the fuck going on. But yeah, man, so here we is, man. You know, this is our first. We done drop episode. I done drop episodes before, but I feel like this is the most official episode of the motherfucking Spice Talk. Y'all know what the fuck going on. I kind of know what I'm doing now. Kind of know what I'm doing now. So that's the good thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, we just gonna be on here just chopping shit, talking shit. You know, you might see me talk to a couple artists, plug in with a couple artists. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what's going on in the world, what's going on with the movie industry, what's going on with the music industry, what's going on with a lot of things in the world. You know, also just opening myself to connecting with other people and open up a platform for people to share their stories and just, you know, be them and be who they are. You know, and everybody like, man, who the Spice is, man. What is Spice, man? Spice is just being yourself, man. Being something that gives flavor. You know, when you go to cooking, you don't just put a meat in the pot and just cook it. No, you gotta put some season on that motherfucker. And when you put the season on that, you putting the season on that to give what? Flavor, texture, a different taste than what you would have got if you didn't put it in there. And when you put that seasoning, you ain't putting the same seasoning. You putting different type of seasoning to make one good plate. You ain't just putting pepper on that chicken. You putting pepper, salt, sweet and salt. You know what I'm saying? Garlic powder, onion powder. You put in different, and they all different things. And that's what I'm saying. That's what the spice is. It's a combiner of different things, you know, all in one. And you know, it's for the people that don't have nothing. It's for the broke people. It's for the people that's struggling. You know, you got all the people that's doing the big shit. You know, shout out to them. But I'm representing niggas that ain't got shit. I'm representing niggas that ain't got nothing. That's what I'm representing. That's what the spice is. Like you got sauce and the niggas with the money, and we not hating on them, and we love them, and we show support to all them. But I'm representing the niggas that ain't got nothing. The niggas that got dreams. I'm trying to be the inspiration of them for them to make it. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. You know, I know a lot of people ain't gonna believe in it. A lot of people ain't gonna believe it, but that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know, and you know, I can't force you to like what I'm doing. And that's what people mind is like, they be mad, oh, my friend didn't like my post. Well, maybe your post wasn't funny. Or maybe they just didn't like your shit. You know? But at the end of the day, I believe if you keep on pushing it in their face, they gonna soon learn to like it. Because they can't stop you. How? Like, you know, that's my position. Like, I used to, I'm a team person, but I used to go to everybody with this dream. Like, man, hey, you a producer, man. Like that we can work. And they not working. They on some bullshit. So I learned how to produce. Oh man, hey man, I'm trying to get videos, man. We need to work. They bullshit. So I learned how to do videos. You know, mother like, oh, they want you to pay $75 and $80 and $100 to get on their podcast. Nah, fuck that. I make my own podcast. And shit, if only one motherfucker view that motherfucker, well, shit, guess what? I got one motherfucker viewer, and that one motherfucker viewer gonna turn into millions. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at. I don't try to feed the masses of people. I try to feed the people that watch me, that support. You know, it's the small people, the 5 people. You know, you might only got 5 views, but I ain't gonna stop. I only might got 1 view. I might went from 1 million to 1 view, but I'm not gonna stop. And that's what the spice is. The spices are. It's not just sitting there being sad because you broke and sad because you fucked up. Like it like spice means succeed in poverty in corrupted environments. That's what spice means. We succeed in poverty in a corrupted environment. That's what spice means. You know, we try to beat poverty. We try to get out the hood. You know, you got these niggas, they already got money. I'm talking about the niggas that's relying on their talent to make it out. Now everybody say, oh, it's not about talent no more. It's about talent. But you got to know how to market that talent and build your own world. And that's what the spice shit is. You know, we ain't really just doing too much on this first episode. It's just explaining what this spice shit is. You know, it's a way of living. You know, I ain't trying to stunt for nobody. I don't give a fuck what nobody got going on. And I know the world probably ain't gonna follow what I got going on. But the little couple people that do, that's all that matter to me. If I can touch the little ghetto child in the hood and motivate them to be something, cause somebody did that to me when I was in the hood and I was broke and I was fucked up and I was praying and hoping for shit. I looked up to them niggas. I want to be the one that I used to look up to. And it takes a lot of work. People think, oh, shit gonna get easy when you get signed or you get in a movie. Nah, it's more work. It's more work. Shit. So if you learn to work hard now, when the work coming, it's easy. When you got help, shit easy. If you do shit like by what I look at it, I don't complain, bro. You know, but it is what it is, you know. But I'm being me. I ain't trying to fake and shake it with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what nobody else got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me. I don't care if you got more money than me. I don't care if you got better jewelry than me. I don't care if you live in a better life. Cause I come from really the slums. I come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I know one day I'm gonna be something, and I know one day that I'm gonna be where I want to be. And it just take a lot of hard work, you know. And I know it's stories and people that got talent and people that deserve a platform that's about talent, not about, hey, he paid me $300 to put his video out. Nah, because back then, like, it's crazy, and you can't. I'm not saying you're gonna do that to everybody, but people build their platforms on the strength of people that was giving them they content, and then them same people that helped them build they built their stage. They turn around and try to charge them to put their content on their page, and it's crazy. But you know, that's them though, and that's not me. You know, I want like I'm not looking for the big artist. I don't care. I'm looking for the small person. I want to talk to the small person. I want to talk to the person in the hood that ain't got nothing. You know, but it's a difference from sitting in the hood and ain't got nothing and not trying to do nothing to get something. You know, that's the difference what these rappers don't talk about right now. Because see, if reality, everybody like, oh, I can't be a broke nigga, I can't be a broke nigga. Then you ain't from the hood. So what you came out the womb rich, nigga? One day you was broke. You was broke one time, at one point in time. And you had to figure it out. So I'm not gonna down or talk down nobody trying to figure it out. I'm gonna talk down to the motherfucker that's not trying to do nothing. I'm not gonna say cause you broke you nothing. Because we all was broke. We all fall. But that's the mentality people got now is that, hey, you're broke, you're nothing. What you say don't mean nothing because you're broke. And that's not the case. Broke is the best comedy. It's the best music. It's the best movies. Why entertainment so fucked up? Because everybody got money. You're not getting people out the slums no more. So that's what the shit you get is what you get. These people are not living real life because they already got money. They can't talk about the struggle because they're not going through it. All they can talk about is fucking sucking and killing and doing that because that's what they doing. They not struggling. So like if a nigga talking about struggling to pass, but like nah, nigga, what artists right now talking that real shit right now? I don't want to hear no motherfucking Rod Wave crying every fucking time. And that's what I'm saying. When niggas start talking about pain and shit and the real shit, they crying on the fucking record. I remember the times and everything. I'm tired of hearing that shit. Whoever started that shit, that singing rap shit, that shit needs to die. Please. Kill that shit. Because every rapper wants fucking sing rap now. Rap. Like, bro, let's fucking Migos shit, bro. Like, rap. But that's where the spice come in at. Is that I'm bringing back hip hop. Like, this spice talk is for hip hop. This spice talk ain't for them new niggas. We ain't worried about the YNs and all the new people. If you like hip hop, if you like nostalgic shit, the spice is for you. Nostalgic records, the nostalgic way of living. That's spice. You know, the spice is living in our own world, being who we are, liking our own music, you know, wearing our own clothes, man. Spice Mob Clothing. Man, you know what I'm saying? It's brought to you by, Spice Mob Clothing. Y'all make sure y'all come goddamn come get y'all fit. But yeah, I'm learning, and everything is a learning process. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never woke up and say, "Oh, nigga, I'm be a pie." I just started some shit, and if it work, it work. You know, that's how I always been. Like I'm not gonna sit there and I got this plan and idea and not do nothing. I'm gonna work that idea and see if it work, and then if it work, good. If it don't, I create another idea. I create a new idea. You know, because it don't stop. Like I tell people, yo, you are the leader. You are the reason for your success. I be trying to tell people, ain't nobody gonna come in the hood and just give you $1,000,000. No, you got to work for that shit. You got to show yourself value. And a lot of people ain't going to work for that. And that's cool because it's not meant, the world is not meant for everybody to be the way. It's not meant for that. You need workers. You need owners. You need workers. You need all these things. So for the people that break through are the people that work hard. You know, I didn't believe them actors that was like, man, we slept in the car and they only had $7 to our name. Until you start doing content and you start seeing shit, you like, man, goddamn, this shit real. So I think they story really real. Like, nigga, like, man, shit, cause I'm going through some shit. But yeah, like, you know, I want people to understand, like, it's okay to be in a unfinancially stable right now. It's okay. You know, a lot of people right now are stressed out, struggling, and really depression. A lot of people's fighting depression. And what I be trying to tell people is that the thing is, people sit there and look at other people's lives, and people that is living their lives living their lives for the people that ain't living their life. Basically, like, you know, a motherfucker ain't, you got these motherfuckers that is living their life. All they doing is living to show the people that ain't living, they living. And it's crazy. You know, I gotta show a motherfucker I'm living life. My happiness is built on showing another person that I'm living life. Nah, fuck that. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's why we do this shit the way we do it. We doing this shit the bootleg way. I'm doing this shit by myself. Ain't nobody trying to help a nigga. But do I care though? No. Because I don't want to put my future in their hands. My future's in my motherfucking hands. And I'm gonna make it. With hard work and dedication. And that's what I want people to, in the spice, to take from me is that nigga work hard. You know, that nigga try to make something out of nothing. They laugh at me. They talk about me. And it's cool. Do it hurt sometimes? Yeah. It hurt. But you keep pushing though. You keep going. Keep striving. Because they talked about they talked about everybody. They probably used to talk about Tupac and be like, man, Tupac ain't finna be shit. Biggie Smalls, you just a fat black motherfucker. Jay-Z, you ugly than a bitch. But look they at now. It's the hard work. It takes work. You know, and that's the thing about me. I'm not asking about no handout. I'm not asking nobody for a handout. Asking for help is not asking for a handout. A handout is getting something and not doing nothing for it or helping to receive or doing anything to receive that. Help, asking for help is helping you get on where that you need to go and you doing half of the work. A handout, a motherfucker do all the work to give it to you. A motherfucker that's asking for help is asking, hey man, I know what to do this. Then like shit, show me where to go. You know? But I think people don't have that drive that I had that drive. I remember it's one of my partners, one of my friends, and I love him. You know, I don't know if he'll see this video. I love him to death. But I want him to know that he motivated me because I remember being in the studio with him. And people say, man, we couldn't rap on his beats. His beats trash. They too fast. They too loud. Now he got platinum records. That's my drive. I tell everybody this story because that's my drive. I sat there with bro. And it's not because he signed. It's because you see the drive. I'm not no dick ride. I don't give a fuck about a person being signed. The thing is the drive that he had to keep pushing forward. We all making money. Everybody else balling. We balling. Everybody else balling. I got 6, 7, 8 cars, all type of shit. But he's sitting there making these beats. And never stopped making these beats. Now he got a platinum record with Big X the Plug. Like, it's crazy, but it's real. That's reality. That is power in work. Everybody wants shit to come easy. Of course, we want it to come easy. But the person that it come easy to lose it easy. A motherfucker that got it hard, like, look at Master P, one of my favorite rappers. And people like, damn, that's your favorite. I choose him as my favorite because he was spitting some. He was always saying some real shit. Like P was always saying some. See, it's not about lyrical or all that with me. It's about niggas. What you saying real? And with P saying, I done lived that shit. I feel that shit. I know when he say feel my pain, I'm trapped in the ghetto. The ghetto got me going crazy. I feel that shit. When these niggas talking about popping perks and all that shit, I can't feel that shit. Now for me, I'm an entertainer, so of course you're gonna make music for all spectrum of people. And when I make music from the eyes of another person. Now a lot of things I'd have did myself, and a lot of things I haven't. And I talk and put stories of other people's in my music. But a lot of shit is real. And that's the thing about Master P is like I seen like Master P do everything bootleg. CD covers bootleg. The music didn't sound all the way mixed. The movies was bootleg. The videos was bootleg. But he was outselling the best artists. You ask yourself about labels and teams, and No Limit is going to be one of the first. Now, of course, you got Death Row and you got Ruthless, but they didn't have that impact Master P had. And what I mean by that impact is that like Master P was everywhere. So from a kid like me, I didn't. Master P showed me you could be anything you want to be. That's who showed me. Nowadays, you looking now maybe the Kai Cenat or them for the younger people, but for the people like that's like the 24s and the 25s and this shit, they don't see this shit. Maybe rappers, but like, come on now, like NBA YoungBoy is the biggest star in the world right now. But and I ain't even finna put him. I ain't finna do about put no business out there because I know motherfucker might watch my shit and take my ideas and shit. But the thing about NBA YoungBoy is, and the crazy part is, why it'll never be a masterpiece? Because Master P made his artist just as important as him. And it's not a lot of labels like that. Now, you have labels that niggas had artists that niggas don't even know they were signed to them. You know what I mean? But Master P is the greatest brand in the music industry. Because you ask yourself, What rap label branded they self like Master P? Niggas wasn't having clothing lines to Master P. Niggas wasn't doing movies like that until Master P. Niggas wasn't making no money until Master P. So, but they ridiculed Master P. They talked about him, you know. And I seen Master P reinvent himself a couple times, a lot of times. But my nigga still worth 300 mil, you know. And it ain't about the money. It's about the cause I feel like you did more than the money. You inspired a nigga like me. And that's the biggest thing. Like, that's gonna live on forever. The money can be gone tomorrow. But you inspired a nigga in the hood that had nothing and looked up to you to be something. You know what I mean? And I tell myself every time, if I ever get to meet that man, I tell him like, man, I appreciate you. It's not about like because he stood on what he stood on, a nigga from the hood, man. Every song Master P used to record, nigga, get your money and get out the hood. He not glorifying the hood. He telling you, nigga, that's what a real nigga do. Now, do people do whole shit? Everybody do whole things. Everybody got their own, but like I say, just from a business standpoint, a man standpoint, because he put his brothers on, he put his son on, he put his wife on. Like, people don't even know Master P's wife got albums. So when you see that, and it's like, and Master P been rapping since the 80s. Master P been rapping since the 80s. Like, he got a song, he got a fucking going big time, Mama's Bad Boy. All that shit was like 80s, early 90s. He didn't blow up to like 96. So it's like the same thing. It's like you got to keep pushing. I never forget Master P say, man. So I was doing a show, and everybody, rocking out, and I had one motherfucker in that crowd jamming with me, and it's like I'm gonna turn that one person to million, and that's how I feel. Like, you gonna have that one person, and when you think, if you got that one person watching you, it's a million people like that one person somewhere in the world that's like this one person. So if I know I can catch one person, then I can catch two, then I can catch three, then I can catch four, then I can catch five, then I can catch 10. Because at the end of the day, when you got that one, see, one person gonna fuck with you harder than 1,000. You might have 1,000 people that fuck with you, and that 1,000 people not gonna spend not $1. Just by that one fan giving you $1, you done made more than half 1,000 fans. Because these 1,000 people that's watching you ain't gonna spend shit. They not gonna do shit. But that one person really fuck with you. And that's how I think, man. And that's what the spice is the building up. It's an underground network. It's the building of love. It's the building of teamwork, uh, a motivation to show people that you can do this shit. You want to be a singer? Be it. But don't look for these companies to make you a singer. You got to be a singer. You got to be a whatever you want to be before the company come. If you think you're a star, then you need to be a star before the company come. Because all it's going to be is that the company made you a star. And people are, shit, I don't care, shit, as long as I get some money. It ain't about that. That's what's wrong with the game now. Everybody chasing money. Back then, it was love for the craft. People loved this shit. People slept all night. I mean, people didn't sleep all night. You know what I'm saying? People rap, people walked miles, begged, stole, robbed for this hip hop shit. For this. Because it's more than just rap. It's music. It's boxing. It's all these things. And it's like, that's what people need right now. Especially motherfuckers in the hood. We ain't got it. Back then in the 90s, we had Mike Tyson. We had Master P's. We had fucking all these big people. And then you got them now. I'm not saying this not no big person that you don't, but they forget about the hood. When they make it now, they forget about the hood. They don't talk to the hood. And it's like, but hood people do got a problem. They feel like you come through the hood, they be wanting to beg. No. You gotta take the game. Game won't come with dollars. Motherfucking, a motherfucker give me $100 right now. But I'd rather take that game of how he got that $100 than rather than him giving me that $100. Because if I take that game of how he got that $100, I might not make nothing but $50 or $60 the first time. But that second time I make another 50, 60. Then that third time I make a 150 or 60. Then that fourth time I might make 100. But by that time I'd have made 400 instead of just taking the 100. You know what I'm saying? But that's how the game is though. And that's what I'm saying with this spice shit. It's taking our own destiny in our own hands. Fuck what everybody think. You know, it's not going to build fast. It's going to be frustrating days, frustrating nights. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep going. I believe in keep pushing through it all. But y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, motherfucking Spice God. BIGSPICEGOD. Y'all know what the fuck going on. It's your boy. But yeah, man, it's like I say, it's gonna be a whole lot of shit coming forward. This is the first episode, basically the intro episode. Just basically explaining what the spice is, what this podcast is, what is this universe that I'm creating. What is this? And that's what it is. It's a network for the niggas that ain't got nothing. It's a way for us to relieve our way of thinking, or how we feel about shit in our way. You know, because everybody like, if you ain't getting no money, man, fuck all that. This for the people that don't care about that shit. They care about their craft. They care about their music. They care about they comedy. They care about making movies. They care about whatever they doing. You know, this is for that. But I feel like also people gotta drop their pride. You gotta drop your pride. I believe in other people's dreams. So if a motherfucker call me and say, hey man, I want you to be on my podcast and just come over there and talk, and he ain't got nothing but 3 people in there, I'm gonna go and do that. And then motherfucker like, man, I ain't gonna do that. Why I ain't gonna do that? Why not? There's 3 people that's in there that didn't know you before. My partner, he mad like, oh man, I spent all this money, man, this music shit and all this. Like, damn, so you just stop rapping? I listen to your shit. Your shit was there. I liked just some of your shit. But you just stop. And that's the problem. People want to just be big. That's the people that don't need to be in here. Because if you get big, you like that's that you ain't gonna appreciate it. You get big, you're not gonna appreciate it. Why? Because you don't appreciate the 3 people that listen to your shit now. You don't appreciate the 1 person that listen to your shit now. So why would you appreciate 1 million if you don't appreciate the 1 person that take their time out to listen to your shit? They could be listening to Gucci Mane. They could be listening to Tupac. The thing is, I don't give a fuck. That 1 person is my friend. They listen to my shit. You know what I mean? I had shirts, letters falling out, and they bought them, but I never forget that shit. So you gotta start somewhere. And when you start and it don't go the way you need to go, you don't stop. You keep going. You know? And that's what this shit is. That's what this podcast is motivation. It's real nigga shit. Funny moments. Everything in the book. Promotion. All that. You know what I mean? If you watch this and you like, man, I do music, man. I want you to fucking review my song on that bitch. I got you. You know what I'm saying? We support each other. But yeah, y'all fuck with me, man. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Fuck with your boy, man. Follow on Instagram, Big Spice God. Follow me on TikTok, Spice God 888. Add me on Discord, Big Spice God. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. One love. Delivery. Hello, Spice God. We in this bitch and we out, man.